I'm just explaining you the. Okay, so if you want to use the trim command, you will use the trim. Okay, you will use the trim command. You can see from here, you can take the, you can see my screen, right? Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you will take the trim from here. You select the cutting edge, enter, then you select which one you want to cut. That is cutting. Then if you want to extend, you will use extend command. Select the boundary edge instead of cutting edge, you will be using, and you can extend. Okay. One or two comments we have to learn before we start the drawing. I have a line here and another line from here. Okay. So I want to join these two lines. So I have to cut this extra length and join with this. So actually it is like a combination, we can say trim and extend, something like that. So we are going to use a command called fillet, F-I-L-L-E-T, fillet, write down. We are going to learn a command called fillet. Okay, so you will get the command from modify, fillet here. You see a fillet command. So he will ask two line to select. This is the first line. This is the second line. So you see automatically he connect these two lines. Fillet, F-I-L-L-E-T, fillet. This is to connect two objects together. I will say undo. Again fillet. F is for fillet. You can select from here. Here. So in that case, when you select this end, the other end will be cutting and this will be joining. So when I can select this one and this one, so it is joined. So fillet. Fillet is the command to connect two lines together. Okay, with or without an arc. So there is no arc now. I will undo again. I want to connect this with an arc. I want to connect these two lines with an arc. So I will say again fillet, F for fillet. So when I select the fillet command, you can see radius. Now it is radius is 0. That is why you are connecting these two lines without any arc. So I will select R, radius, and type a radius. Say I will say 5. Let me see what happens. First object, select object. See the 5 is very, very small. I will select fillet, radius. I'll say 25. I'm not given any limit. That is why I can't give the measurement properly. Still, it is a very, very small. You see, very small curve is coming there. So let me change it to fillet, radius 50. First object. Select. You can see there is an arc coming there. So you can connect two objects with or without a curve, without a arc. So fillet can be used to connect two objects with a curve or without a curve. When the radius is 0, it connects without curve, and when give the radius of that radius, then that radius will be taken for the curve. Okay, write down fillet to connect two objects together with or without a curve. When radius is 0, it connects without any curve, and with radius, it connects with an arc. Okay, fillet. Then type R, type the radius. Every time you have to press enter. This is very important here. Select the first object, select the second object. So these two objects will be connected with a curve. So radius is very important. So the fillet command. Now another important thing command before we proceed the plan is the offset command. I have a line here we are going to learn offset command. Okay, this is offset command. I think we have not learned offset command. Did we learn offset command? Anyway, let us go through that once again. So fillet command, when I say, sorry, offset command, I have to give the offset distance. So offset, specify offset distance. So I'll say 50, select the object and show which side you want. If you want this side, click here, select the object. If you want this side, select. So offset is to take a copy of the object parallelly. Okay, offset command is used to copy an object parallelly. And suppose you have a circle, offset. So I will give offset 100. I can use inside or outside. So this gap is 100. Okay. So offset command is used to copy an object parallelly. Write down offset. Shortcut is O. Offset. Then offset distance. Type the distance. Select the object and show the side. Which side you want, we can show. Okay. So that is using with the distance. You can offset without distance also. Suppose I want to take this circle offset up to here. I don't know what is the distance. So I can use using through command. See, there is a through command here. Offset O. Offset distance, instead of distance, I am typing through. I'll say through. Now he's asking select the object. So this is object. Where you want to show, you can show wherever you want here. So this is showing wherever you click, it copies there, it offset there. Okay. For example, if you want to copy this object somewhere here, copy, because you are in the through command. So offset through means you can copy the object any portion, any place you want. So how to copy, how to offset using through, offset, then type T or select the through command, select the object and show the place. Offset. Got it? So these two commands are very important. This offset command is a very, very powerful command. Most of the time you will be using. And sometimes you will be using the through also. I will show you when you want the through command and other thing we'll see later. So with this, let us start drawing. Let us start our drawing. So before I will show you what exactly we are going to start drawing it. Share my screen.
Yes.
So this is the drawing we are going to learn. This is a small sit out here. This is a sitting, living cum dining. There is a bedroom here, WC, toilet, and a kitchen here. Okay. Let me show you how its elevation is going to look like. Elevation. Can you see the drawing? This is the elevation.
Yes, sir.
A small sit out here with the steps and sit out here. This is a window. This window is here. This is small design here. This is the design you see here. A simple drawing we are going to make. So these are in feet. That is why I made it in separate meters and gave to you. What we want to is if you have the drawing, just keep it open so that you can see what I'm going to do. Our first step is always, what is the first step? Units. Okay, so we are going to start the drawing. So start, note down units. Then we'll say select decimal and precision because we are going to use millimeter. Don't change anything else. So my first step is over units. Then limits. If you see the drawing, you can see that my width is 3.8, 3.7, about 7 meters, 7.5, and height is about 9 meter, 10 meter. So if you convert into millimeter, it will become 8,000 or 9,000, and height is about 10,000 is enough to draw our plan. But just plan is not sufficient. We want to have elevation, we want to have side section, we want to have legend, title, and so many things we require. So we'll take little bigger plan. So we will select A3 sheet. Okay, so what is the A3 sheet size? Can anyone tell me what is the size of A3 sheet? What is the A3 sheet? Anyone?
420 into 297.
Yeah, 420 by 297. So I will go, the next step is limits. Limits is nothing but to sheet size, fixing the sheet size is called limits. So lower corner you will ask. Lower corner should be always 0, 0. It's already there. Either you press or you just click 0, 0. Upper corner. Upper corner is actually 420, 297 means 420 is the x distance, 297 is y distance. Since we are going to draw in 1:100 scale, we have to multiply with 100. So 420, 0, 0, 297, 0, 0. That is our upper limit. 420, 0, 0, 297, 0, 0. Enter. So this is our limits. I have given limits now. So if you want to become active this limit, even though it is given, it is not active there. So the third step is, what is the third step? Anyone? What is the third step?
Zoom.
Yeah, zoom, enter, all. So now we are ready to draw your drawing. We are ready to draw your drawing. Okay. And if I see here, you can see that layer, when you take the layer, you see that there is a layer called 0 and white. We'll learn about layer after some time. So what we are going to do is we are going to draw in 0 layer with white color. So whatever you draw, it will be white. Okay, we'll come back to the later, after some time, I will explain what is layer. Just note down that we are going to draw in 0 layer with white color. So if you take the drawing, if you have opened the drawing, you can see that I will start from the lower left corner, which is bedroom. It is given as 3.6 by 3.6 meter. When I convert it to millimeter, it becomes 3600 by 3600 inner measurement. So I will draw the inner lines first. Okay. So I will go to line command L, enter, make ortho on. So 3600, enter, like this. Again 3600, enter, 3600, close. So I got the bottom lower corner room, bedroom. Inner measurement is 3600 and width is also 3600. Now I will use offset command. My wall width is 200 mm. So I will use offset command now. O for offset. Offset distance is 200. I will select and offset outside because inner measurement I gave. So this is my first room is ready. Okay. So if you take that room, bottom corner, lower corner, left lower corner room is ready. Bedroom, 3600 and 3600. Now I have to draw this room. So what I will do, what is the measurement? Check that. So that is a small toilet there. And this toilet inner measurement is 1.4 by 2.1. Okay. This is 1.4. Width is 1.4 and length is 2.1. So I will offset 1400. Okay. I will draw a line end of this to end of this and offset. How much is the distance I have to offset this? I have to do 2100. So offset 2100. So this is my toilet room. And this wall is 100, not 200, thin wall. So I will go offset 100 this way. So my that offset is ready. So what is next? There is a offset here. From here it is 1.1. 1.1 by 1.1 is the WC. So I will use offset 1100. Okay. Line and intersect endpoint to endpoint. Again offset 1.1. 1100. Okay. And this is again 100 offset 100 offset 100. Now I can offset this wall. Offset that wall is 200. 200 and this wall is also 200. Okay, so I finished up to here. Now I have to draw the kitchen, which is 2.4. 3.6 is width. 2.4 is the you can say length. When you say more short, longer distance, you can say length. So now I have to offset 2.4. Offset 2400. Again offset 200. Line endpoint offset 200. Like you have to use offset and other thing, then you have to draw it. Up to here it is okay, everyone? Any doubt here? So basically you are using take the distance inner measurement and you are offsetting. Don't bother about the door or anything now, door or windows, that we can insert later. Is it okay up to here? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the question is how I will join these two corner here. How can I join? Which command I can use the joining these two lines together?
Fillet.
Yes, very good. So fillet with radius should be 0. Earlier I used R, so 50 is there. So I have to type again radius and make it 0. Select first line. Select second line. Don't do here because you have to still offset this side. After offsetting only you have to do the fillet. And don't do here also because you require the room's side. And we have finished. This also there is no room coming this side or this side. So I can use fillet command. Okay. Now the next question is how will you join this? What is the command I can use this? Anyone? How can I join these two lines?
Extend.
This is a problem. Everyone is thinking.
Extend.
Everyone will think that extend. Extend cannot be used. Extend you require a boundary edge. There is no boundary edge here. Only boundary point is there.
Stretch.
So you cannot use. Anyone else? How can I join these two together?
Draw single line.
Yeah, there is one method is draw a line end to end. And another method is you just select this line. So one grip is coming, you see blue line, click that and click with the You can also do like that. Okay, so how did I do? There are two methods. Either you can draw a line end to end, or you can use click the object, grip you get, correct? So you have used line command, offset command, fillet command, then line command. Then for joining, you can use grip with grip method also. Now you can see here, there is a line coming here. We don't want that line. So what command you will use that? I want to remove this line. Which command I can use?
Trim.
Huh?
Trim.
Louder. Which command I can use to cut this extra length from here? This length I have to cut. Trim command. Yeah, that is where trim command you can use. So I'll use trim. Okay, select, just show a cross window everywhere. Enter. Okay, so we have used trim command also. Now after this, you have to proceed with other full. You have to get it otherwise. Okay. Okay, so you can try this if you want. Anyway, let me. So now I want this room here. So what is that length? It is 3,600. I can use the line from here. Offset 3,600. So this is my room, 3,600. Offset 200. Okay, then this living room is 3 meter. Inside measurement is 3 meter. Offset 3 meter. 3 meter. And now I can start from here. There is a measurement is here from edge of this wall to center of is 1,800. The sit out 1,800. That is from center to center. Okay. So if you want to get this line, reduce 100 from there. So 1.7 and add here. Okay. So 1.8 itself you can use. So I will use. First, I will finish here, fillet. I will draw a line from here, offset 1,800. So this is the sit out. I can use fillet command, fillet. Fillet. Offset 200. Now I can use all this fillet here. Fillet. Fillet. There's some problem here. This is wrong. So this is the line. So we require line from here, this one. So I will use fillet again, very powerful command, fillet. Okay. This I have to cut extra length. So I have to extend this here to cut this extra length. So extend. EX for extend. Boundary edge. Extend here. This you can erase. This you have to fillet. So our drawing is almost ready. line, draw one line here, fill it. Okay. Now I think you got some idea. Up to here it is okay, everyone?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
yeah, so we have to do a lot of things now. We have to draw the center line and see that all the elements are proper. We have to draw the doors. We have to draw the windows. Okay, so we will save this drawing here. We have to save this drawing. So every time better to save the drawing. Don't take any risk. It will automatically save also, but better to always save. Okay, so this all should be in the same layer. That is why we are drawn with 0 white color. Now we are going to draw the center line. I want to draw the center line here. Okay, when you draw, you are getting continuous line. You don't get center line, no? So how will I get the center line? Moreover, this should be in a different layer. So let us go through layers now. What is layer exactly? When you make AutoCAD drawings, when you draw manual drawing, what usually you will do is, you will take one sheet and draw the plan there. Take another sheet, you will draw the electrical drawing. Another sheet, mechanical drawing. Like that, you use different sheets to draw different type of drawing. Same way, instead of sheet here, we'll be using layer. We'll be giving separate layer. For example, we say electrical layer, and we'll draw all the electrical item in that layer. We'll make a plumbing layer, and we'll make all the plumbing in that particular layer. Like that, you make different layers for different objects. And every layer you will give different color. So it is easy to identify which color is used in which layer. So it is easy to use. So we are going to learn about layers. So layer is nothing but different sheets where you give different colors. Okay, so we're going to learn about layer. So it's a layer. So you get a dialog box for layer. Okay, I can get the same thing from click here this layer, you get the layer properties. You can type layer or click layer properties. When you click on the layer, you get a dialog box. It shows that there is a 0 layer. When we open a drawing, default layer is 0 with white color and continuous line type. That is, you're getting continuous. Okay, so I want to create a new layer called center line. I want to make a center line in that one. Or grid line. For a drawing, you require grid line. So I'll say a grid line. So how I'll do it? I will use the first button here, new, click. So get a new, this is a layer new. So get a blank layer here with the layer 1, white color. So I will rename this to grid. Sometimes people call it center line also. I'll say grid line. I want a light color. When you click that color, you get different colors, you see. So I can use whichever color I want. I will use a gray color. You can use whichever color you want. So now you have 2 layers. One is 0 layer with the white color, and second one is grid with the gray color. It shows you like this, but 251 indicate gray line. So okay, if you want to avoid confusion, let us take a color. I'll take this layer. So that number is 201. This is red, green. You can see the red. It gives you a name. After some time, it gives you only the number. because these are a combination. If I click this one, which is 201. So that is the color I use for this. So the whichever layer current you will be drawing there only. The tick mark shows that you are in 0 layer. That is the current. So I want to make grid as my current layer so that I can draw in grid layer. Click here and select here. The fourth button shows set current. Click. So now you are in grid layer. So when you draw, whichever layer you are current, you will be drawing there. So I was having 2 layers, 0 and grid. Okay, so I use make it current and click the grid layer. I selected the grid and say current. Okay. Now if I draw a line, you can see the color is different now. If you want to change the color again, you can go back to layer. Let us create another color. I'll say cyan color. You can see that cyan line has come. So whatever I draw, it will be in cyan color and in cyan layer. So you can see here that you are in the grid layer and the color is cyan. If you want to go to 0 layer, you can just go from here. Use this arrow, go to 0. Now whatever you draw, it will be in 0 layer. From here, grid. You are in the grid layer. Okay. So we require some different type of layers. So we'll go to again to layer and I will create few layers. Another layer I want, so this is the first button to create new layer. I will say door. I want a door layer. Door. Select a color, yellow. Another layer, window. Green color. So I have created grid, door, window. So now we can make whenever we want, we can make layers, etc. No problem. Usually, what happened was you created your 0 layer in the wall layer in 0. It was a little mistake. Instead of that, you could have started wall layer and you could have drawn this. Okay. So still, I can do that. I will create a new layer called wall. I'll create a wall layer. Magenta. Okay. So now what I will do is I will select all this. So it shows you that you are in 0 layer. I will select from here, arrow, select a wall. So everything has gone to wall layer. Okay. Hope you got it. You have to select this full and change whichever layer you want. So suppose you want to door layer, grid layer, window layer, but we want wall layer. This color is difficult to see, so we'll select another color. So if you want to change the color, go here. Wall color, will make little lighter color. Select this. You can select which color you want. Okay. It is similar to gray. Okay, so this is my wall layer. So we have now wall layer also. 0 layer, door layer, grid layer. Any layer you go. Suppose you want to do grid layer, go to grid. Select. If you want to go to wall, you can select. Or you can go to layer. From here, you select and make current. Suppose you want to draw everything in wall, you select wall and say current. So same thing you can do from here. Okay. Now our next thing is if we want to draw grid. But if you go to grid line, and if you draw a line, you are getting only the continuous line. We want center line type. So how will you do that? What method is you go to layer. So this grid layer, instead of continuous, I want center line. So I will click this line type. Click. You can see that there is only one layer. Continuous only there. There are no other line. Only you have a one continuous line, solid line. So we have to load. Click load. You can see that there are many type of layers. Every line type is having a name. You will select center. There are center, center 2, center 3. Only these the line will be little nearby and smaller. That's all. So let us take center. Okay. So you have to select again center here. Okay. Now we can see that you are in the center line. Okay. So you converted the grid line from continuous to center line type. So how did you do that? You click the line type here. You went here. If the line type is not there, you have to load. Let us load another line also. Border line, dash. You may require dash. You can use dash or dash 2. Dash. We'll load it. We'll use it later. Okay. So you are in the grid layer with center. Now let us see what happened. So you are in the grid layer. If I draw a line, it should be center line, but it did not come. Did not come yet. Is it not? Because this is controlled by a constant called LT scale, line type scale. Right now, when you create the line types, if you want to see the effect of the line types, you have to use LT scale. So I will type LT scale, LT scale, line type scale. Enter. So it's asking me some value. Now it is 1. Since we are drawing in 1:100, let us try with 100. Enter. So you can see that it's already coming, but very far away. The lines, we want to be a little smaller. So we'll reduce the scale to 550. Can be a little more, say 10. This seems to be okay. 20. This seems to be okay. Now, whichever line type you take, you will get that line. And you have to use LT scale. You have to use only one time, LT scale. So what we gave LT scale is 20. So this 20 depends upon the limits you are given. Sometimes you may have to give 20, sometimes 50. So you have to trial and error, you have to see it. Okay. So LT scale, you got it? If you don't get the line type, when you get it, you have to use LT scale and give different values and try. Okay. Now I have to draw center line for this and center line for this. Okay, so I will say offset. I'll just offset this line. This is gap is 100. So the center line should be offset in 100. So to cut pieces. Okay. But this, when you offset, what happened? It came to the same layer. Come to the same layer. So now I will select that line and change the layer to grid line. Grid. See now we are in the grid line. Now I have to extend this line. I will just draw a rectangle because your grid line should be extended little away from the wall. I just drawn one boundary line to extend this line, and I will use extend command. Extend. select the boundary edge, enter, zoom it and show this line. Slide here, slide there, this line down. You see now? This rectangle I just drawn only for drawing the extending the line, and I will delete now. You got the center line. Now I can offset this line. I know that the inner measurement is 3600. So my center line will be 3800. So offset 3800. So you see that our line is correct. And inner measurement is 300. So center line is 3200. 3200. So that's also correct. Now this I have to do. So what is this line? I have to see the distance. What is exactly? So the kitchen was 2400. So it should be 2600. And this was 3600. So I have to, okay, now from here to here I have to come. So with the, for 100 you don't require. So 100 mm you don't require center line. Okay, so what was this length? How I will get the center of this? I know that this is 1.1, 1.1, 1.4, so 2.5. This is 2.5, 2.6. 2.6 is the this to here measurement. Okay, this is 1.4. 1.1 in the WC inner measurement, then 10 centimeter wall thickness. Okay, so 1.2, then toilet 1.4, so 2.6. That is inner measurement. So 2.8 is the center to center. 2800. Okay, I got it. And this is 3600, so I have to offset 3800. Because wall is 20 centimeter, 100 this side, 100 this one. 200 wall, 100 from the center line, 200 this one, 200. You see now I got the grid line, and here also I require. The video it will be more clear. Okay, so we have seen today offset command, fillet command, layer, line types. Then we started drawing a plan now. So one or two things from here. When I told you layer command is used to create different layer for different objects. So for door, you'll be creating one door layer, window layer. So when you want to take a printout of electrical drawing, you don't require plumbing drawing. So you can freeze that electrical plumbing, and you can give the printout of the electrical only. For example, here you want to take a printout only the walls, not the center line. So what you will do, you will freeze the required, which is not required. And when you click here, layer, you can see that there is one important command is here, freeze. When you freeze, you cannot see the objects on that particular layer. So for example, you are in grid layer. You cannot freeze the current layer, but I can freeze the door layer. We have not drawn any door. Okay, I can freeze all the wall layer now. So I go to wall layer and freeze. See the wall, all wall has been invisible. It became invisible. I can call back. Wall has come. If you want to grid to switch off, you have to come to another layer. So I will go to wall layer, make it current. Now I can switch off the grid layer. Okay. So this is called freeze, to freeze the layer. And when you call back, it is unfreeze, or we call it thaw, T-H-A-W. Unfreeze is called thaw, T-H-A-W, not down. for layer, we have freeze and unfreeze. That is, there is no word unfreeze. Just to understand, I'm telling you unfreeze. Bracket, it is called thaw. T-H-A-W, thaw. I told you the current layer freeze. The current layer cannot be frozen. Okay, if you are sitting in a branch of a tree and if you can't cut that same branch. So whenever you want to freeze another layer, you have to go to another layer. You cannot freeze a current layer. There is another call here, on and off. There is on and off also. When you on also, you get the same effect. Suppose I am in grid, I will say wall off. Here. So this is freeze and freeze, and this is on and off. So he's telling you the current layer will be turned off. What you want to do here, when you want to off, you can, even current layer you can off. But the problem is when you draw something, you will not see it. So never switch off. As far as possible, don't use this on and off. Use always freeze command. So if on, if I am in wall layer, if I say off. See, my wall has gone and I'm in the wall layer and I switched off the wall. And if I draw a circle, I cannot see the object because you are in the off layer. When you on it, you only will see. So don't draw. As far as possible, avoid using on and off. I will tell you later where you have to use on and off. Use freeze command whenever if you don't want something. Suppose you want to take the printout of only the wall and you don't want the grid. So you go to the wall layer, make it current, and you will freeze the. Now we can take a printout of this. So you get only the walls. So freeze and unfreeze, on and off, very important. And same way when I say erase, and if I click like this, I will select all the wall as well as the grid. And press enter, it will go. If you don't want to select by mistake, suppose your same drawing is used by another person, by mistake if he delete, it will be a problem. So you can lock your layer. So suppose I say I want to lock the grid. You say grid here, there is a lock here, click that lock. So now your layer is locked. So no one can select and delete it. If I say erase and select, I cannot select. You will say that lock layer. The object selected is in lock layer. Okay, so that is the one advantage. You have a lot of layers and things you can keep unlocked. So by mistake you will not. You keep locked so that you will not delete by mistake. So lock and unlock. No doubt. So in the layer there is freeze and thaw, lock, unlock, then on and off. Okay. So when you create a layer, you will click new, then give a name, then you give a color, then you will give a line center here, line type. In the beginning, okay, what is line weight? Let us see now. So in this wall, I want little thicker wall. So one method is I can use P line, but it is better to use the line weight instead of P line. Okay, so this wall, you can see your wall, line weight. So default, it is used default, which is very thin. So this default value is 0.25. So let us click the line weight. Wall, under line weight, you click. So it is used default line weight, which is 0.25. So if you want to make little thinner, can use little thinner line, say 0.35. We'll use 0.35. Okay. Still you can't see that here. You have to switch on the line weight. If you go last button here, customization, click this. There is a line weight here. Click that line weight. You can see here when I click line weight, additional line weight things are coming here. Line weight off, line weight. When I click this one, white means off. It is thin now, thick now, because it's on now. Line weight is on. Okay. So what you have to do, you go down and customization, make the line weight on. So you will get the toolbar here, line weight toolbar, or LW. You see here, LW display. When you say line LW display off, it has gone. LW display, you can type on and off also. On. What you have to do, you have to use LW line weight display, not on. LW display to see the thickness or the line weight of an object. LW display on and off. This is the same one here. LW display. How will you get this? You go to the last customization, click that one, and switch on the line weight. So you'll get the line weight here. So instead of using the P line, this is useful. Okay, I can little reduce to 0.3. When you come down to 0.3 down, it becomes ordinary line. If you make 0.25, it becomes default. You will not see the thickness. After 0.25 only, you will see that weight, line weight. You cannot say thickness. But just for understanding the thickness, it is not thickness. Thickness is actually coming in the Z direction. Okay. So usually the line should be little thick. Wall layer should be little thick. We usually use 0.35 or 0.3. I will use 0.35. And this should be very, very thin. Grid line should be very thin. So I will use the grid line weight should be very thin. So I will use 0.09. When you print it very thin, it should be very nice. Okay, no doubt. For grid line, you can use the line weight as 0.09. And for wall, you can use 0.35. Default is 0.25 line weight.